The Boston Celtics are NBA champions. Congrats to the Celtics, who are raising banner number 18 after tonight. There were some really cool photos, which is why this one's on the screen right now. I will rotate through a couple of them I found, but look how cool this photo is, like the way the confetti is. Shout out to whoever took this. Also, look at this one, the way the confetti is flying. It's more of like a panoramic view. These photos are really cool. But now let's talk about the Celtics being NBA champions, because if you are a Boston Celtics fan, or obviously a Celtics player, you are super excited right now. I made a little video during halftime talking about how I was wrong about the Celtics. If you didn't watch that video, make sure you go watch it. But basically I was talking about how all year I thought the Celtics were playing very well, and I loved the Jrue Holiday pickup when they got him. I thought he really made a difference, and he clearly did in the finals as well. But I still had my doubts because we had seen them in the playoffs have mishaps. So I wasn't convinced yet. I had to see it to believe it in that sense. And they did it, so I believe it, and I was wrong. I am happy that Jaylen Brown got the finals MVP. I'm sure that will be a hot topic in a debate tomorrow on all the talk shows and the podcasts and whatever. I personally thought, and I said this in my video a couple of days ago, I thought it was Jaylen Brown, and I didn't think it was really close. After the way Tatum played tonight, he obviously played very well tonight. He ended up with like 31 points, I think. And he almost had a triple-double. Like, he had a good game. So I saw a world where they might give it to Jason Tatum after the way he played today in the closeout game. But in general, I thought it was Jaylen Brown. I didn't think it was really close until today, really. And then I wasn't sure, like I said, in the end, but it did go to Jaylen Brown, so I am happy for him. Shout out to Al Horford, because I love Al Horford. I think he's a fan favorite everywhere. Like, that man has been to so many, I think it was 186 playoff games without a ring, and I believe that was like the most in NBA history. So good for him to not be on that list anymore. And Al Horford always showed up in the big moments. Regardless of his age, he still did his thing. So shout out to Al Horford, because he deserved this ring. Jrue Holiday may not have had the statistics to be finals MVP, but Jrue Holiday's impact was finals MVP level. Again, I thought it was Jaylen Brown, just based on, besides how Jaylen Brown played on the offensive end, even though he had, like, today wasn't his best game. But defensively, Jaylen Brown, did you watch him on Luka? He was playing some of the best defense, first of all, I've ever seen him play. He would fight over every single screen, every one of them, and he would get over pretty easily too, just because, like, he wouldn't give up. Like, his defense on Luka was incredible. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. That defense was really good. But Jrue Holiday, again, played finals MVP level defense. Again, that doesn't just win you the MVP award and whatever, like, we'll move on from that. But Jrue Holiday was game changer. Because in this game, when they started off really rocky, Jrue Holiday was the key to keeping them in the game. Because Jrue Holiday made all the smart passes, all the smart plays. He got himself like 3 easy layups at the rim, you know, something that you can't miss. He was calm, collected, and he was like a calming force for them in this game. Because in the first half, they really weren't making many shots. And while Dallas didn't shoot super well either, obviously, the Celtics really could have been down 10 at halftime if Jrue Holiday was not there, maybe more. So Jrue Holiday deserves a ton of credit. I know that it might go unnoticed because in the second half, I don't know how much he scored, if at all. And it kind of got overtaken by, you know, what Jason Tatum was doing and Jaylen Brown. But in the first half, he was key. Boston's defense in general, the whole series, was really good. Again, a lot of that was anchored by Jrue Holiday and Jaylen Brown. But Derek White, I mean, we didn't even talk about him. Derek White, always getting the timely blocks. After going to the playoffs so many times, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, I think they said that they are the duo, well, they were the duo that had the most playoff games together without a ring. So there's another thing, you know, to check off the list. Al Horford's off the list on, you know, his list. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are off that list. They had played so many games together, been to so many Eastern Conference Finals, obviously won NBA Finals that they did not win. So it's not that they necessarily would never get back to the NBA Finals, But you kind of got to imagine if they don't win this one, it's super crushing. Because although Dallas had Luka and they had Kyrie and they had other talented players on the team, it just seemed like Boston was overwhelmingly better in the finals. And again, some of that may be due to experience and the lack of experience that Dallas had. Like maybe if they had been to the finals before, it would have been more competitive, even with the potential, talent disparity. But I'm just saying, like, everything the Celtics have gone through over these Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown years and getting to the NBA Finals in this fashion, being able to go through the East, fairly easily by their standards, meaning like they didn't have to drag out any series, they didn't have any 7-game series, so they were able to get to the finals rested and healthy, although Porzingis obviously was not healthy. And Al Horford is 38. We don't know how many years he has left, so it's just like, I'm not saying they would never, ever, ever have a chance to go to an NBA Finals again. I just feel like, just like they always say, seize the moment, take the opportunities you're given. Because after the 2022 finals, there was no guarantee they were going to get back. Like, they went the next year to the Eastern Conference Finals and didn't get there. And we could talk about Jason Tatum, twisting his ankle in the first minute of the game, but regardless, those are things that happen in basketball. I'm just saying it's good that they took advantage of their opportunity, clinched the title. They are now NBA champions. Congratulations to them. They're going to be partying. The parties in Boston are going to be kind of crazy.